Hello, program leaders. My name is Antonio Saunders, and for years, I've worked alongside many of you. And for others, it may be our first time meeting. I wanted to tell you a little bit about this work and this project and the intention of this sprint. We, as you know, are facing a global pandemic, social and racial unrest, and economic turmoil. And we're faced with, do we stand in the world that we once had and put it back together? Or do we take steps toward the uncertainty of not exactly knowing what's going to happen and what we should do to design a future, an educational experience that works for all? How do you properly take a system and design a new experience amid so much ambiguity and uncertainty? Well, the first thing that we have to do is think about potential scenarios that could play out in the fall. We know that fundamentally schools will change. When students and core members step into classrooms, they will likely have modified experiences with social distancing in place and all types of cultural experiences and traumas that we'll need to attend to. And so it puts us in this realm of, well, what could be? And in that, you find a little bit of imagining, a little bit of clairvoyance around the possibilities that we can lean into. And that is the spirit of these sprints. It is to take what we do know in a couple of school scenarios and imagine a future of possibilities for our kids. So in order to do that, your facilitators and subject matter experts have designed this space with you in mind to think about, what if core members had access to curated content? And you all know in those first 90 days, there's nothing like the reliance on going to a computer, not having to Google, but you can actually say, here's my grade, here's my subject, and here's a really, really dope lesson plan. What if core members themselves could write out their lesson plans, upload them, and then have content experts, MTLDs, program leaders, or other folks come alongside them and say, hey, here's some feedback. What if we had a roadmap that could plot out the pedagogical practices that could help core members say, this is where I am, this is what I'm mastering, and this is what I'm going next? And what if core members could say, I am engaging in cycles of continuous improvement. I see my students' growth, I see my growth, and through this reflective process, I'm not only gaining an awareness of my capacity to be a systems leader, I'm gaining an awareness of how all of this works together. That's what we want to do here. We want to take what we know, imagine what could be, and come up with a core set of recommendations that we can act on, that we can be in partnership on, that we can say, Teach for America, national program, the center, here's what you're going to do. Regional leaders and local folks, here is what we're going to do. And then all together collectively say, here is what we all will commit to doing as we move forward. To achieve this mission, what we have to recognize is that we need a company, an organization that's willing to say, we're not going to design for the world that once was. We're going to step into the world that is. And that is why you are here, to actually imagine, redesign alongside all of the conditions that are playing out in your community. So bring your experience, bring what you've been working on, bring your questions, but also bring your imagination and your curiosity. Bring that list that you have tucked away around, this is what I've always wanted to do. Dust it off and bring the hope and the resilience so all of us can lean in together. I want to say that beyond the sprints, we're dedicated to working alongside you on a set of deliverables that can be customized to your context. That as we move from the design sprints into recommendations and into regional implementations, that you will get something that is truly responsive to your students, to the core members that you will shepherd in the fall, and to the community that you show up in working so tirelessly every single day. I want to say thank you again. I want to say happy sprinting. And most of all, I want to say, make it dope, make it magical. Do the things that you've always wanted to do. Maybe there are some guardrails. Yeah, there are some guardrails, but let's really, really lean in to the possibilities of this moment. I'll be here alongside you in various ways, and I can't wait to see what we come up with together. Thank you.